I'm Warren Pickett, the inventor of the following table games. As a bit of introduction, I'd like to explain how this concept came about and how it's further developed. The seed of this idea was not really my own, but something someone had done as a recreational distraction many years ago. Basically, cricket on a long narrow table is the pitch, a jam tin is a wicket, a short narrow flat bit of wood for a bat, and a ping pong ball thrown manually. It created lots of fun. Apart from hitting it accurately, a floating ball was hard to catch. So the idea of trying to imitate cricket the way table tennis imitates tennis stuck with me until I retired from my building occupation. I realised quite early that for the wider inclusion of children, a ball throwing device would be needed. Many ideas that now appear sort of stupid were tried before the one that has now become the innovative step within the patent. Varying table sizes, stanchion designs and heights along with the wheel sizes had all been tried before, even extending to the concept beyond cricket. The baseball variant was a simple, easy addition and in fact worked better than the cricket concept because all balls were initially hit off the lower tee position. Once the brush tee was introduced, the cricket concept improved, and a true bouncer could be delivered with an overarm type delivery along with some others. The apparatus also delivers balls with far greater speed and accuracy than ever could be achieved manually. Rules for playing these games change somewhat, obviously, from the real ones, just as they do in table tennis. Like table tennis, they are more physical and require a little more space than the further concepts now adapted using the table and driving apparatus. One six-legged wheel can be used for both cricket and baseball, hitting from both tee positions. Basically, because of the variables that can be created, I guess the next most interesting concept would be table golf, in spite of needing more major additional parts to make it so. I could imagine table golf being placed adjacent to mini golf venues or even in golf clubs. Once again, using a six-legged wheel and hitting from the lower tee position, variable pitch trajectories range between driver and wedge. I guess table basketball would better be described as a carnival game, as I have described to others. This idea occurred to me as a result of seeing an American basketball competition described as three-point moneyball, played alongside a slam dunk competition. Table basketball is really a limp imitation, as the real one is played with speed and from 5 different positions around the three-point half circle. Nonetheless, it seemed to me as a good variation using the ball driving apparatus to drive larger foam rubber balls. Real Moneyball involves throwing 5 balls from each different position within a certain time limit. The Moneyball itself is the 5th and last worth double points. It is identified in a different colour. The other 2 carnival-type concepts aren't really new, apart from the fact they work really well with the ball-driving apparatus and can be driven as both a fly ball or a bounce ball. Finally, and although it's not high on my list of things to do, there's table pong. With a driving apparatus attached to each end of the table, it's just another way to play beer pong. Again, balls can be bounced or lofted. On the table pictured, I have fitted and placed 2 sheets of perspex on the table surface. If they were made specifically for beer pong, obviously a permanent similar surface would be a good idea. My idea is that all of the game concepts can use the same basic table and stanchion with the additional required parts able to be attached. The ball apparatus can hit balls with speed and just enough variable accuracy to make it a challenge for the user. Here's some early video using a slightly larger wheel and slightly higher stanchion and 2 tables placed end to end, creating a table distance of 6.6 metres.